Hi guys, Kim here. Welcome to Backyard Blooms. I have many things on my list today, like so many that I'm just doing it to myself because I don't have to get any of these things done this weekend or today or even this month. But do you know how it goes? You just want to you get something in your mind, you're like, let's go, 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 go. So anyways, you can see behind me that I got all the tulips pulled up because all the petals were falling off of them. So last night I was out here till 8:30 last night getting all these tulips pulled up. I just pulled the whole bulb up and everything because they don't do good for us. They're just kind of an annual here for me in Charlotte, North Carolina, Zone 8. But however, these pansies are still looking really, really pretty, and it kind of breaks my heart that I'm going to have to pull these up because I do need to get my mini Vistas and my super petunias in the ground before it starts to get hot here. That way they'll go ahead and root in really well and get established before the heat comes, because before you know it, it is in the 70s and then it's in the 90s instantly. So I wish we had a longer spring, and sometimes we do. I think last year we had a good spring. So anyways, yeah, it's gonna break my heart to pull these real pretty pansies up. Sometimes I'll repurpose them, but I've got so many this year and I really, really do want to get them in the ground. And I thought if I put my white mini Vistas right up next to it that I could get a little bit longer color out of them. But once I get my Jazzberries in my containers, they're not going to look good with all the Jazzberry and Supervina cashmere and those colors. So yeah, I think they're just going to have to come up. So anyways, I am going to Creekside. I already have some annuals that I'm going to put into my garden. I already found at Wilson's my cashmere pink and some of the Jazzberry, but I'm on the hunt at Creekside for my white mini Vistas that I'm going to put here in the front. And I need that new Hoopla, it's called Hoopla something, Supertunia. I need that as well. And there's a few other things that I need for my front containers. And then in the back containers, I'm going to do those peachy colors. And I already have one of the Super Bells that I found at Wilson's, but I'm in the hunt for the peach verbena, and I might get that Bermuda Beach petunia as well. So I don't know. I need to put all the colors up together and make sure I like it, because I have it in my mind and then I'm really sometimes not sure until I get all the colors up against each other, and then I'm like, yep, that's a go. Because in the back of my containers, and the concrete containers in the back, I always want to put Vermillionaire in there for my hummingbirds, because I do so enjoy seeing them all the time and they love that plant. So if you want hummingbirds to come to your garden, at least get one or two Vermillionaires and either put it in your container, or you could put it into the ground as well. And it's kind of that orangey reddish color, so sometimes it's really hard to play off those colors. But this year is it's supposed to be that peach fuzz is like all the buzz about the colors this year, so I'm going to try to go with those peachy fuzzy colors. So yeah, come to Creekside with me and let's get the other annuals that I need, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I already have. And I'm going to show you, I do want to show you all the seed starting stuff, all the plants that I started from seed. I've got them hardening off outside, and you guys, I'm like, what did I do to myself? What have I done? Where am I going to put all these? And I'm going to be like, my neighbor, you're going to get this plant, and you're going to get this plant, and they're going to love it and happy that they get free plants. So anyways, let me show you. All right, so this is where I pulled up all of those yellow petunias, that Remedy, something like that, from Color Blends. It was really, really pretty. And then these are all the pansies that are still looking gorgeous. I really, really hate to pull these out because they're beautiful. Look at them, you guys. Beautiful. So I might just put these white petunias in the front and just see how it looks before I decide to pull them out. But we'll see. We will see. But anyways, the containers here, that's where I was going to start putting the Jazzberry and that Hoopla color in there. So we'll see. I mean, it does look pretty with this color, and they're very similar to that rose looking color as well, but they're just doing so good. And I really like these grasses, you guys, so I think I'm going to have to keep this in there too, but it has gotten quite big already for me. So how can I not still include that, right? And then you can see I just didn't even bother with any of that right now because I'm going to go back and just plant in there anyways. And look how nice that compost has broke down. The mulch has broke down for me. Very, very nice. And these are the plants that I already have. I'm going to use one of these angel wings in one of the containers. Instead of the white snow euphorbia, I'm going to use this. It's kind of like a little bit of a pink color on it. And then it's got a little bit of darker foliage. So I already have that, so I don't need to buy that. And then I already have my jazzberries here, as you can see. Already have that. So that's going to be my accent color. And then I already have my verbena right here. So I don't need those. And then this is a dwarf potato vine, which I was excited about because my containers are quite small. So I think that dwarf potato vine would look fine. And it's not a Proven Winners brand. Let me get it. It's just a off-name brand. Marguerite Dwarf. So it does trail, but not as big as the other potato vine. And then for my back containers, I'm going to do, I already grabbed this color right here because I wanted to do the peachy colors. And this is pretty peachy. It's called Double Vintage Coral is what I have. And I'm going to do that in the back. So I'm looking probably for the, I think it'll go really well with the Vermillionaire. But I know Jenny at Creekside's got this plant as well, so I'll put this plant up next to the Vermillionaire and the other plants before I decide like what I want to do in those containers. So, yes. So that is the plan right now. Can I just share with you this gorgeous tulip right here? Look at this, you guys. Look how pretty. Gorgeous. Loving this tulip right here. So, so pretty on the outer edge and in the center. And I'm on the west side. I need to get all these daffodils pruned back a little bit. But I've already pulled up all the tulips on this side, and I've already planted some of the verbena. This is the cashmere pink verbena. And then I had some extra jazzberry, so I put 3 jazzberries in here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and I really haven't decided what I wanted to do. I originally wanted to do the saffron finch yellow, but since I already had extra of these, I think I might just buy a couple more of these because I think it'll be really pretty with that cashmere pink. And then it'll go good with all these other colors too, with the dianthesis right there. I'm trying to show you the true color. So pretty, and this one has like more than doubled in size. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited about this side over here, you guys. Like everything's gotten bigger. Can you believe that this was just grown last year? That this whole garden bed was put in here last year. It's hard to believe, huh? Look at the storm cloud, how pretty that is. Look up next to the tulips, to the daffodils too. Look how sweet that is. That is very sweet. That soft yellow and those blue colors right there, the stars. Oh my goodness, just gorgeous. It's a little windy today as well. If you can ever get yourself on a sun hosta, look how gorgeous this is. I would love to be able to find some more sun hostas. I got some mushrooms growing down there too, and some weeds as well. This poa grass is just so aggravating, you guys. Do you deal with poa grass? And then it seeds and gets everywhere. So let's go to the back, and I want to show you all my plants that I started from seed. All right, look y'all, call me crazy. Am I crazy? These are all the seeds that came from Floret Farm. All of this first part right here are the dahlias, and I need to probably come and start pinching them off. And I think I'm going to try this year when I pinch this off is to put it in some root hormone and then see if I can get a second flower or second plant out of it, and then I could gift those as well. And then, so like I said, this first part is all the dahlias, and then I have different of zinnias growing in here. And I know I saw a bud earlier. Let's see, over here, like, look you guys, already starting to have a little bud on there. So I definitely need to pinch these back too before, because I don't want them to start budding out in blooms just yet. By pinching them back, you'll branch out and get more blooms, so they say. So that's what I'm told to do, and that's what I'll do. And then this is just a few kind of here and there, and it said this was a sweet rocket lavender. I have no idea. This one looks like it's kind of sad. This one's doing okay. This is an English lavender right there, and this one's got some smell to it. And then I got just zinnias and celosia over there growing, and these two are a 72 cell count. So I'm trying to just harden everything off. I need to pinch things back, and I want to do that today as well, like start to pinch things back and then start to replant that, and I'll bring you along for that as well. And then over here I have some silver dollar eucalyptus growing. Look at that, you guys. Look how sweet this is. And then this one right here is delphinium, a lavender delphinium. This plant gets quite tall and puts on a gorgeous bloom, so I'm excited about this one. And then I have another blend over here of the white delphinium right there. And then my lisianthus. You guys, if you ever grown lisianthus, this is a slow, painful process, but I'm starting to get it like going. So I think these will be okay. They look pretty wet because I did fertilize them this morning. They usually don't look this wet. And then I have them out here in the sun. And of course, you know, these cells are just quite small. Look how small they are. And then I've got water down there, soaking up some of the water too, because they were dry. But I'm trying to harden things off. So when you try to harden stuff off, you want to put them out in the elements for just a couple hours a day. So I might move these in because they're kind of getting like a little, you know, like limpy here. I might put them in the sun. They've been in the sun for a good 4 hours this morning. Look at my salvia. Like, it makes me like feel so good that I did this, you guys. Like, I grew this thing from seed and it's starting to bloom. Look at that. This pink salvia. And this is a perennial. So, and I've got some foxglove over there too. And this doesn't count all the other stuff that I have in my jug starting kit too. I've got all the other plants. These are all the ones that I started inside. Now the tomatoes were gifted to me from Vigo, and I have a little Vigo seed starting thing that I need to get going as well. And then some more lavender, some more of the delphinium. Is that what it's called? Yeah. No. What was this called? I'm confused. Yeah, whatever that is. Over there. I just can't find my tag. Oh, here it is. This is Gaillardia, this right here. And I have more of it over there too. I'll show you the bloom of what this is going to look like. This is the date that I started the seeds. This one's called Golden Beauty Gaillardia. So yeah, I think I'm going to get these out of the sun. I think they've been in here long enough. I don't think they need to be out in the elements all day long, or I'll put them in the shade over there. And then look how pretty the container is that I did for Diana Lynn for her organization. If you watched that video, do you remember the video that we talked about Destiny's Calling? This is going to be gifted to her. So I just had to take care of it till April 27th. And then it'll hopefully be bought at the silent auction. Dahlia right here is really pretty. I love this container too. So pretty this is. It says Country Garden on it. I've got to buy myself one of these too. I got that at Wilson's Nursery. All right, so I got all these little sweet babies in the shade. And then this is good for them too. They were out in the sun for a couple hours and now in the shade for a little bit as well, just to harden off. All right, you guys, like I can literally just stop a million times and get distracted because I saw things that are starting to bloom and I'm like, no, like I gotta like get going. I gotta get to the nursery. Anyways, I saw my clematis is over there starting to bloom, my white one. So I'm like, but I'll share that with you another day. So let's get going to Creekside and I'll hopefully show a little bit of footage there. I don't know how busy they'll be, but anyways, I'll try to share just a little bit. So let's get going. All right, here we are at Creekside and look at all the fertilizer. They've got all the tones over here, all the land and sea. That bitone, that's so important when you're planting the plants right there. Proven Winners Premium Soil. And up here is where all of our annuals are. So I'm going to explain and tell you exactly what I do when I'm creating a pot. So first I'm going to grab a wagon. Look at all the pretty stuff. Look at this. This is pretty. This jasmine right here with that orange flower. I think I can find a place for that in my garden. Look, I thought I would have to share with all this space and I have the whole thing to myself. All right, so I'm gonna kind of like access what I have right here. So I love the Silver Falls Dicandra right here. So this makes a good spiller. So I might have to grab a couple of those for my Galloway urn. And then I have lots of lemon coral sedum. This lemon coral sedum is an annual, but it is a perennial for us, actually. And let's see what all we have. These are all the lantana. I really don't have lantana on my list right now, but angel face is on my list, so I'm gonna have to grab a couple of those. This is a new potato vine. This is really pretty this year too. That would be pretty in a container too. This is just a tad too dark for me, but I do like it as well. Oh, this basil's awesome, you guys. So it's kind of cool for me to put basil out right now, but I'll definitely get a couple of those basils. And then this is the Vermillionaire that I was telling you that I really like. So when I get a container, like I'm gonna go ahead and just grab this and then I'll use, probably need 6 of these. I'll probably do 2 in each pot. And then when I build up my container, I'm gonna go off this color and see if everything kind of like goes really good together. This is really pretty. I haven't really had good luck with this fiber optic grass, but I think it's really pretty. These are all the begonias over here. And these are the impatiens that you can put out in more for shade, part shade, shade. Tried this primrose last year and I didn't really have good luck with it, but I think maybe I would try this again, but not with a container with a lot of other stuff. But I love this color. Look at this color. This apple blossom's pretty. And then all the euphorbias. I did this plum dandy one year and it is a workhorse. It will like take over your container, but very, very pretty. Did a lot of truffle of pink last year. It's a big workhorse as well. And then our coleus. And I do need the plum, the newly noir. So I need a couple of these for my front containers. And this Gara is really pretty too. That would look good as a thriller in your container. Yes. So I found the Superbina Peachy Keen, and I think it's going to look really, really good with this Vermillionaire, but they're really close in color. So you can see that the textures of the leaves are really different, so I like that. But the colors are really close, which I think these two are going to play off each other. So now I need to find something else that's going to like make it pop against each other. So I might have to go with a yellow, or let's find the Bermuda Beach and put it up next to each other and see what it looks like. All right, just to kind of give you an idea, these aren't on my radar today, but gorgeous, gorgeous flowers. This one is something that I'm considering putting around my walkway on the skinny side. This did real pretty in a container for me last year. All the Bidens look really good. The Goldilocks Rocks, a real pretty color. Aromanth Mulberry. I planted something very similar to this already in my container for my bunny for Easter. All right, so I'm at all the Supertunias. I did this yellow last year, but I'm really not liking that green in there. I did the indigo before, the indigo Mini Vistas, and then I do need the white this year. So this is Supertunia Mini Vista White, and I'm gonna need more of these. So I'm hoping they'll have more outside. Persimmon I did last year with that new, this persimmon last year I did with this color right here. Ended up being a pretty combination last year. So that's something to think about. I planted this last year also in the front, but it was kind of dark. My house is dark, so I didn't really love that color, but it is a pretty color. They have a black cherry this year. Did this Mini Vista Yellow last year. That was pretty, and it's pretty vibrant. The Picasso I did a couple of years ago underneath my limelight hydrangeas. And this honey is something that I was considering as well. And then I already did the Bordeaux underneath my limelight hydrangeas this year. And then these are the Super Bells. This one's new this year. Look how pretty that is. And they have the double white as well. And this is what I already have, this double vintage coral. All right, so this is what I'm looking at, guys. I already have the Peachy Keen. We already talked about the Vermillionaire. And then I already have this at home. So all these colors are very, very similar for me. So the next color that I need to pop. So I'm thinking maybe a yellow is gonna make all these colors pop in my container. But I think they're all gonna look really, really good with this Vermillionaire. What do you guys think? There's no blooms on here yet, but you can kind of like look at the tags. Let me see, let me bring all 3 tags out for you. All right, so these are the colors that I'm already thinking about in my container. So I have lots of correlate colors already, so I need something that's gonna make them pop. I can do the diamond snow in between them, that's gonna make them pop, and I could do a yellow. I haven't found the Bermuda Beach yet. So let's just keep these tags out right there, and let's continue to look. Now this one's gonna be for my front container, and I haven't found the other petunias that I need for that one yet. This did so well in my garden last year. I loved it. And this was the Super Bells Blue Moon Punch. I'm gonna have to do that in a container again. And then I did this in a container, and it was gorgeous as well. Loved it. And let's see. And then the yellow, here's the yellow Super Bells. Let's grab a yellow Super Bell. Let's see, so I could do this yellow Super Bells here with all these colors to make it all pop too. What do you guys think? Let's see. Could do that, so that's an option. I think I'm gonna have to go with the yellow. Let's go look outside and see if we can find some petunias, but I'm gonna hang on to this one just to compare what I've got going on here. All right, so these are all the colors that we have outside. More Super Bells yellow. I did this last year, and the hummingbirds really loved this color. That was the black currant punch. Pink lemonade I had in the front. Here's some of the white that I need. But these are the snowdrift. So these get a little bit bigger than the mini vistas, but I'm looking for the mini vistas. And this is the new one that I'm looking for that goes in the front. So I already have my Jazzberries, and then this is the new one that I wanted. This Vivid Orchid. See how these play against each other really, really pretty? Isn't that pretty? So those combinations are gonna be gorgeous. And with the Newly Noir. So I need to grab a couple of these. So this can be an option too. I'm really liking this double. So this would be pretty as well. Let me see, with all these different colors. It goes with the Vermillionaire. Let's bring it over here. So just to have something different than the plain yellow, but it kind of does play off this one as well. Trying to get, so I don't know. So since this is already a double and this is a double, this yellow might look a little bit better for something a little bit different. What do you guys think? Do you like the double or the single? All right, so this is what we got going on. So this is the double vintage coral right here. And this is the Bermuda. So I don't like that color at all. So that's why I put plants up next to each other, because I would have just bought that thinking that's what I would have liked, and I do not like it at all. All right, so this is the new Saffron Finch Petunia. And since these are smaller flowers and this is a bigger one, like I like this better. Let me just put that up against it. And then this is the Super Bells. So do you see how like small flower versus bigger flower? So I'm thinking I like this more for a pop with this. So I think we're gonna go with the Saffron Finch to go with these colors right there. I think that's gonna be really pretty. So we'll put maybe 2 of these in each container, and I've got 2 of these. I think that'll look really pretty together. All right, so I had to go get my notes because I was like, I got so many flowers that are gonna go in everything. I need to make sure that I got everything. So in the very front, I'm gonna do my mini white Vista, and then I'm gonna do the cashmere pink in between that. And then this is the Hoopla pink, or Hoopla, is it called? Vivid Orchid that I'm gonna do. And that's gonna pair well with this Jazzberry. See how pretty those two are, you guys? So I've got those 2 colors, and then I got the angel face perfectly pink that's going to be my my height, my thriller, even though it's like really tiny right now. But this one is going to get 18 to 30 inches tall. So that's going to be one of my thrillers. And to break a little bit of it up, I'm going to put some of the Diamond Frost in it as well. And then this Newly Noir is going to go really good together. All right, so let me just turn things around. So here is the Vivid Orchid, and then here is the Jazzberry with the Newly Noir, and then the Angel Face Pink. And then to break it up a little bit, I've got some of that white in there. So I think that's going to be a really, really pretty combination. And then I'm working on my other one. As soon as I get the saffron finished. They had to go down and get a little bit more of it. So I'll show you that combination here in just 1 second. All right, so see, you can like even put your plant tags up next to each other. See, that combination is going to be gorgeous. So I know all these colors are going to display off each other really well, and it's going to look beautiful. So there is the front, and now I need to work towards the back. Gorgeous. Look how pretty they're gonna be. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so I'm waiting on them to bring me a couple of flats down. I'm waiting on my mini Vista white and that new saffron bench yellow. It must be pretty popular because it's almost gone. But let's go look at their signature garden. Let's see how it looks. I know she just planted a bunch of jazzberries, and they look gorgeous. So let's turn the camera around and let's see what the signature garden looks like. All right, guys, here you go. Jazzberry is going to be really, really pretty and vibrant, and they're going to stand out amongst everything. Grass is looking good. They need to have their fountain on. Jenny, turn your fountain on. And then, of course, all the still pansies and violas are all in here, still doing really good. They haven't pulled any of those up yet. They're still looking really pretty. Their tulips, they're already gone like mine are. I pulled all mine up yesterday, but look at these pansies right here in the garden. Isn't that color beautiful? So in the summertime, it's gonna be beautiful. Of course, there's things that look really pretty right now, like the candy corn, and the Amsonia looks good. Salvia is starting to come out and look really pretty. Look, you guys, their bottle bush is already blooming out, and mine has not ever bloomed. I think I'm gonna have to move it to more sun. So that's been on my list. I just have not gotten to it. This is a different kind. This one is called Legend of the Small Bottle Bush. But it has these blooms on it like this. All right, you guys, so this Temple of Bloom has been calling my mind because Jenny just talked about it and Janie just talked about it as well. But it's supposed to be like a small shrub, but look at the color on that. What do you think? Do you think I could find a place for this? It gets 6 to 10 inches tall and wide. I think I can shove it in somewhere, do you think? Unique small tree. All right, guys, so this is what I'm coming up with. So I feel like I'm struggling a little bit because these 3 colors are so close together. But my Vermillionaire is going to be my thriller. and then the peachy keen, and then the double vintage coral will be my filler and spiller. And then the diamond frost is going to kind of bring up some of this color, and then that yellow and the saffron finch is going to give us that big pop of color. So this is what I have in one container. Hope I'm happy with it. You come say hi to me? Oh, she's gonna come say hi, Mama. Yeah, hey, babies. Video was helpful in that putting those flowers together, even if it's plant tags, like even if you don't have a flower on that plant just yet, get the plant tags and put them together, and it will give you a really, really good idea if you're gonna like that combination. Like I said, I would have picked up Bermuda Beach Supertunia instead of the saffron finch petunia, and went with that unless I put that together. So that kind of made me think, like, all right, I got too much coral here, I need something to break it up. And that Bermuda Beach did not even match any of it. So I'm so glad that I didn't choose that petunia, and I'm glad that I got that grouping of flowers together to put into my container, and to make sure that I was happy with the combination that I chose. So I hope it was helpful. I hope that you kind of do the same thing. Like, even if you grab like those little containers to put the flowers in, and just put the grouping of flowers that you're going to put in your container. Like I said, I usually like to use about 6 to 8 or 9 flowers in each container. I like to pack it full, and as long as you have enough soil for the roots to go down, you can do that, okay? And don't put anything down in the bottom of your containers. You don't want to do that. That's a big no-no, because you want the roots to grow down and fill that whole entire container. And if you've seen me undo my containers at the end of the season, you will know why that we do that, because it has always been root bound, just even after season after season. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I think I have, like, I'm just itching at it. Where is it? I think I have my containers here like I want it. And I'm playing around. I've got 3 of these containers, and I'm pretty tired and worn out today, but like I said, I just am itching to do this to see how they look together. And most of them aren't flowering yet, so I have no idea if it's going to look good, but I think it will, because I put all those plant tags together. So yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you the grouping that I did, and then in tomorrow's video we'll plant the rest of these containers up, and then I have all the flowers in my front yard to do as well. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friends. All right, guys, so what I did was put a peachy keen here, a peachy keen in the back. So I got 1, 2, and then I did the saffron finch here and here. And then I got the double corbels here and here. And then I'm gonna break it up with the diamond frost right there, euphorbia, and then I have right here in the middle my Vermillionaire. So this is for my hummingbirds, guys. So I think I'm gonna like this combination. So like I said, in tomorrow's video we'll get all these planted up, and I'll share everything with you, and I hope the combination's great. Look at this lavender. Look how beautiful. By the way, you smell it.